Here we have to write the polynomial that has these zeros. So there is a shortcut, but I want to show you the long way. I'm going to write out all of our zeros. And now what I'm going to do is kind of unsolve them. So I want I want my equation to equal 0. So I would have x minus 1 equals 0. Here I would subtract 3 to get x minus 3 equals 0. Here I would add 5, so I'd have x plus 5 equals 0. So now each of these things on the left side of the equation are my factors. So I'm going to have 3 sets of parentheses because I have 3 factors, x minus 1, x minus 3, x plus 5. The shortcut is that if you know what the zeros are, and you know that if you solve it, it's going to switch the signs, you can just put them straight into the factors without having to do this solving. Now what we're going to have to do is multiply twice. First we're going to multiply the first two. Normally you would look to see if you had conjugates, which means the same numbers but one's plus, one's minus. We don't have that here, so I'm just going to do the first two. And I'm going to set up a little box here. Since each one has 2 terms, it's going to be a 2 by 2 box. And I'm going to multiply x minus 1 and x minus 3. For the first top left box, x times x is x squared. Top right box would be x times negative 1, which is just negative x. For the bottom left box, it's going to be negative 3x. And then for my last one, negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3. Now I can combine some like terms here. These two terms are like terms. If I did negative 3x minus x, that would give me a total of negative 4x. So what I have here would be x squared minus 4x plus 3. Now I need to take that and multiply it times x plus 5 because I haven't multiplied that with anything yet. So now I'm going to do that. This one is going to be a little bit bigger of a box because I have 2 terms that I'm multiplying by something that has 3 terms. So my x and plus 5 are going to go here, and then the x squared minus 4x plus 3 is here. So now I have to multiply again all the boxes. I'm going to do the top row first and then the bottom row. X times x squared is x cubed. This would be negative 4x squared, and this would be positive 3x. And then I have 5x squared. For the bottom row, negative 20x, and then positive 15. So again, I need to do some like terms. These are both x squared terms. So if I did negative 4x squared plus 5x squared, that would give me just 1x squared, and I'm just going to leave it as x squared. And then I also have some like terms here. So 3x minus 20x would give me negative 17x. So my final answer is going to be x cubed, because I want to write this in standard form. That means my largest exponent goes first. Next, we would do x squared, which is positive, so I'm going to put plus, minus 17x, and then plus 15. That's my final answer. Now, if you wanted to check to make sure that you had the correct answer, you could type this into y equals in your calculator. And what you would do is you would check to make sure that on your graph that it crossed through at positive 1, positive 3, and negative 5. So it doesn't matter what the rest of the graph looks like, but as long as it crosses through at the right zeros, you're going to know that you did this problem right.